But we're trying to decode tiny. It's really difficult, but we're going to try our best to do it, okay? Here's a tail. It's always good with the tinies to start by a tail. 1, 2, 3. Nothing surprises me, man. Everything tries to block me out. Nothing's like, I'm not shocked. A lot of things try to block me out. Competition. It's really hard to block me out, though. That's the cool thing. 1, 2. That's an okay 1, 2. That's all right. I know people love highlights, so hold on. Back out. This one's a difficult one. This one's microscopic. 1. Ew, the mouth's covered. Of course it is. Now I gotta actually look at the screen. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how tiny it is. Oh, wow. There's the slash. Okay. So right from here, let's see if we can stay on there. Oh, okay. 1, 2. So we'll zoom in so you can you get to see there's a filler hole and there's a hole. Very good detail. There's the filler hole, the cream-filled hole. Funny description, I know. And let me show you the hole they're trying to cover. They're trying to cover this hole. Yeah, it's right there. Trying to cover this hole with, a little bit of filling. Which female can get filling on their tongues? Okay. So can males. Okay, 1, 2. It's the whole point of Eunie's legs. Eunie has one of the creepiest legs I've ever seen in my entire life. Blatant Eunie has creepy legs. Eunie's real form is creepy. Let me give you another idea of Eunie also, because Eunie is it's masterclass. Eunie's masterclass, dude. It's masterclass. Okay, so Eunie is just like the queen of games. Cut it off right there. We could cut it off kind of like right there. That's why V is for vengeance. So yes, the game that's telling you it's vengeance. So Fantasio could be pretty crazy too. But you do have to pay attention to vengeance, because vengeance is easily pointing you into one of the things I love in video games. One of the things I love about video games, which is 1, cut, 2, which is maybe also the sign in Shadow of Colossus for a cut off foot. It has, there's multiple purposes that come in Shadow of Colossus for a cut off foot. But Shadow of Colossus, not only does it talk about its own secrets, but the preferred thing of Shadow of Colossus is it talks about other secrets too, I like how creepy, see this one right here? 1, 2, that's a creepy, that's like a creepy exclamation mark, Exclamation mark is used for screaming, right? Like if you're going to scream. It's a sad 13. See that? That's a sad 13. Oh my gosh. Isn't that scary? They can't even do any, what I'm saying? People can't even do anything to this YouTube video. But that's like, because we're using the enemy 0 code logic, But like, where the heck is the... You know, if you see something like that, you kind of want to just like peek around a little bit. X side. That's a good side. That's a devil side. I think we're about to it though, which is one, two. That's a but Y with a sad. Let me see. We got back up, back up. Oh, that's a connection. Cool. But Y connection. Zelda with something connected to her. That's sick. That's Zelda with something connected to her. I told you it was one of my favorite letters in Mario 64. Mainly because not only is the T, it's an E. And that's creepy. And I like how this one's hunched over. This one's hunched over with the fatigue. See that? But if I were to cut it off here, it reminds me of Hover, which is Shadow of Colossus in side order. Shadow of Colossus' secret is so... Wow. See, this BP is pink. So what BP is saying to you is that BP is just like insanely powerful. Here's Yorda being a side. See, so rather than looking Yorda as a female, now Yorda is, let's cut it off here just to see if we're seeing this right. Oh, wow. Mario 64 eye. Okay. And then Yorda, when we cut here, kind of like a big man, vagina, big man. And Coco, of course, Coco. It's always crazy to know what kind of sides we're looking at. We're mainly looking at a Mario 64 side. So Yorda is a Mario 64 side. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what's so creepy. It's a PlayStation game, Ico, and Mario 64 together. And oh, look down there. 1, 2, 3. Hugh, it's like Sad Face, but Sad Face is a Mario 64 character, which Sad Face is part of the Shadow of Colossus stuff. Oh man, that one's angry. I like that one. I love anger. Anger's good ones. It's 1, 2, 3. It's just kind of cool just to see an anger. I'm always looking for this dang anger face that I can never get out of my head. That's what I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to look for an anger because it's like very angry and I'll never forget it. Look how creative this one is. This one's like melons. You see how that's like melons? But this one's creative because it's like a face. Cut it off. It's a Mario 64 face. But Shadow of Colossus is mainly about the melons. Where's the, female's boobs? This one's always cool to look at too, by the way, this one too. So Zelda is getting something connected on Zelda. Ouch. That's terrifying. It's pretty terrifying. I don't know what they're talking about with that, I kind of have an idea that if they want to Shadow of Colossus, if they want to go the Shadow of Colossus route, which is what Zelda Echoes of Wisdom has been going on, if they want to go that route, that's going to be disgusting because that'll be almost like a 6-cell. And it will kind of disturb me if Zelda Echoes of Wisdom does anything like that. See how this is like an angered face connected to another face? Angry face connected to another 1-2 face. See that? That's why we're looking for anger. But yeah, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. They say leg up because I already know what they mean by leg up, because Shadow of Colossus is one of the crazy things. So I know what they're talking about when they're saying that. And the idea that you want to see Shadow of Colossus again remember, Zelda's making fruit smoothies. Fruit smoothies. Wander's got plenty of things to make a fruit smoothie. You know what I'm saying? He's got plenty of things to make a fruit smoothie. And yes, a blender, you can definitely have a blender be as a capsule hover. So a blender is definitely a capsule hover, like you can hover and you can, mix food with it, which is really disturbing because that's where it gets kind of a little disturbing. You can mix anything in a blender. You can mix fruit, you can mix eggs, you can mix anything you want in a blender. And that stupid little bird, we can never forget the stupid little bird. See, yesterday I was looking at this. Now this kind of looks like a Bella Delphine butt. And it's looking like the bird, of course, also. But I was looking at this shape. I think this was 2 days ago. I was looking at a shape like this. See how easily it makes a mouth? And that's a disturbing mouth. But I was looking at this shape because it was just one of those shapes that was in my brain. And I was like, right. So the Mario 64 eye has to be here because this is like a Mario 64 mouth. I want to see the Shadow of Colossus mouths. They probably have a synergy together, like of them coming together. That's why I want to see the Shadow of Colossus mouths. Shadow of Colossus mouths would be kind of more like, it's almost like we could cut this. Maybe we could cut this and see something kind of like a Shadow of Colossus mouth. We'll try. It's probably not gonna work. Maybe. Kind of. Yeah. Because now it's just big, tiny faces being big. So, but we're still trying to look for, there's two different faces. Shadow of Colossus's faces and Mario 64 faces. And the reason that matters is that you have two compounds faces. So that's kind of like an easy, just an easy format of drawing things. This one right here, even though this one's mostly Mario 64, 1, 2, 3, it's giving a tiny little bit of an idea, which makes it creepy. It's giving a tiny little idea of a Shadow of Colossus, just a little bit. That's what Mario 64 and Shadow of Colossus are doing in a disgusting way. Is they got Mario 64 has its creatures, and Shadow of Colossus has a creature that is just blending with the creature, So basically, it's like which one's the shell? You know what I'm saying? That's what's so creepy. Which one's the shell? And of course, looking at this, see this right here? This is why we focus on BP, so we're going to cut it off for the BP. See the motion that we got out of that? It's with the menu screen. So menu, and that's why we pay attention to BP. That's why we pay attention to vagina. That's why we pay attention to so many things, a lot of things. And that's why we pay attention to a sharp foot, because a sharp foot is like a dagger in the head, It's like a dagger in the head, dagger in Wander's head. Sharp knives. We'll always pay attention to sharp knives for Mario 64 and Garium. And think about, even when you think of a general idea, that's when it gets creepy. A general idea is, remember, in this formula, no matter what, we're going to have a demon lord. You know what I'm saying? In this formula, we're going to have a demon lord. Garium's in both Shadow of the Colossus and Mario 64. So we're going to, no matter what, we're going to have some kind of idea of a demon, because it's Demon Lord Garium. So we have those ideas. And that's why I say, you got to be smart when you're reviewing something, or if you're doing something or talking about something. Zelda is what's controversial about Zelda is Zelda Skyward Sword is one of those games that you will always talk about. You will not shut up about Zelda Skyward Sword. Due to when Garium ever speaks, when he's given a chance to speak, all of his cutscenes, every of his cutscenes when he speaks, they are just like movies. They're like mini movies that you will rewatch again and again. You'll be like, oh, what the fudge? Why is he saying so much stuff? Why is he saying stuff relatable to me? that kind of thing. And I like how even this one looks here. See this one? This is our little tiny smiles. So that's like a little tiny smile. I don't think we have a completion up here, but it's just being like a little smile. You see that? That one's more of like zip, and Pikachu is a zip zap.